there's meant to be something in semen that helps with your cervix.
Oh. Do a little bounce on your birth ball there.
Oh, it's meant to be like a uterine tonic that boosts blood flow to your uterus. This is such a beautiful, non-intimidating toy.
They didn't have you where I come from.
Hello everyone, welcome back. I am having another baby soon, so this is quite a relevant subject for me. My first child was measuring large, so large that I wasn't even allowed to use the midwife-led unit to give birth to him because they were too concerned about his size. There was talk of induction, which I personally just really wanted to avoid, and so I tried everything, every single tip that I could find online, evidence-based, not evidence-based, and I gave birth 8 days before my due date. The due date is just kind of a educated guess at when you're supposed to give birth. 39 weeks minimum is the ideal amount of time that a baby should be within the womb. But a lot of us reach a point during trimester 3 where we want to serve an eviction notice and get that child out. It can be a mix of pure excitement to meet the child, but also it's so uncomfortable, and there can be all kinds of reasons why you might want to avoid going over the 40-week mark, and that's what this video is about. During my last pregnancy, during my trimester 3, I did share a post on Instagram going through some of the things that I was doing, and they worked. So I thought I'd make a video about it because I'm going to be doing all these things quite soon, because I'm getting to that point again where I can't sleep. Let me know if you try these, if you did try these, if they did work, if they didn't work. The first tip, it was shared with me by a follower who is a doula, and she told me to do everything in my power to stay calm and relaxed, because fear and anxiety both kill the labor hormone, which is oxytocin. You've probably heard about how women can be given pitocin to induce labor. Well, that's like a synthetic version of the natural hormone oxytocin. The more afraid you are and the more anxious you are, the less likely your body's just gonna be like, I'm ready. And also, it's more likely that you'll feel pain and stuff. So she was like, just do everything you can to flood your body with oxytocin. A big one that I read about so many times, and there was evidence behind this. It's 3 things together, really. So sex, nipple stimulation, and orgasm. The big O. Aside from the hundreds of thousands of stories online, and there are some studies to back up doing these things to help your body to feel like, okay, I'm ready to go. So yeah, because there's no harm in these things and they're very enjoyable, and because they may help, why not? Aside from the fact that apparently semen can actually help things along, it is worth noting that a lot of very heavily pregnant women are just not interested in having the sexy times in the traditional way. You can feel very heavy, you've got the heartburn going on, you've got an achy, painy pelvis. It's not necessarily a time of your life where you feel super hot. That's where mutual masturbation comes in, or even just masturbating on your own. Back 2 years ago on Instagram, I did share that, these things were part of my trying to induce labour routine. If, like me, you tend to get a bit bored of a good old-fashioned, please enjoy and take in this sponsored video segment, because I am working with, I'm pretty confident in calling them the best sex toy brand that I know of, that I've tried. Lelo. This is the Lelo Sela Cruise. They have a huge Black Friday discounts going on right now, so get over there and have a look. There will be something to suit your needs. So my needs, I like toys that are focused on the clitoris. I like toys that don't look too like sex toys, especially because, have small kid now. I've got workmen coming in and out of my house renovating it, so just in case. It's nice when something can be just sat there and no one really knows what it is. She is fully waterproof, so if you need to escape to the bathroom away from your family, she'll be fine with that. And it's rechargeable as well, because I can't be dealing with battery operated toys. I haven't used a toy like that in years and years. Rechargeable only. Have a listen there to some of those settings. This is such a beautiful, non-intimidating toy. It's a lovely alternative to like a usual vibrator. It's kind of more of a massage-y, suction-y vibe going on. Of course, we all like different things. This is a big favourite for me, but it's worth trying, exploring. Orgasm is so good for your physical health, your mental health, and when it comes to labour, those things are obviously really important. Just in general in life, I feel like a good toy is like it's an essential. It's a must-have for me, especially in trimester 3. Genuinely think that getting all in touch with my body and having orgasms aplentiful helped with bringing me to the right place in my head for birth. Other things that really help with getting yourself into a calm state, like one is just simply getting educated on how labour actually works. The best thing I did for that was doing the Positive Birth Company's hypnobirthing course. It's an online course. It's pretty affordable. It's broken up into all these different short videos, so you can kind of just fit it in and around your schedule. But that made me feel so ready for labour. I was exercising quite a lot. Now, obviously nothing too strenuous or anything, but I was walking, I was doing squats, I was climbing up castles, up to the tippy top of them when I was like literally 9 months pregnant. You know, I was very active. Birth ball, I whipped out the bouncy yoga ball and I was on it like half the day. It's really comfortable, first of all, when you're in your 3rd trimester, but it just helps to like open everything up and helps the baby to get into a position where they're putting pressure on your cervix. So yeah, that opens up the pelvis. There's loads of stretches you can do as well that are just lovely. And the other things I did are like, you know, stuff like the way you hear certain foods help. I was eating all of them, mainly pineapple and dates. I'm eating dates every day. Dates are for some reason supposed to help. I could eat my weight in pineapple anyway. I love it. And dates, I know a lot of people don't like dates, but there's so much stuff about how these just contribute to helping everything get nice and ready. I don't know why. I still don't know. I don't necessarily care to know because it is like mostly anecdotal. But you know, if you don't like dates on their own, I would recommend slicing them open, putting peanut butter inside, and then getting melted dark chocolate, dipping them in it and putting them in the fridge until the chocolate cools. So delicious. It's like a healthy Snickers. Also Naked bars, the brand Naked, most of them have dates in them. And I was eating a lot of dates leading up to when I went into labour. Another one that a lot of people talk about that I did religiously was the red raspberry leaf tea. And I am starting the day with a cup of red raspberry leaf tea. And that's meant to be good for the uterus muscles. I've started on it and I'm just at the moment on 1 cup a day. But coming up to like closer to the time I was having 3 cups a day. It's just meant to be brilliant for your uterus. And like there is a lot of stuff about different midwife's brews and like, you know, castor oil and all this stuff. I didn't really do any of that, like, because I've heard awful things about castor oil. I think it was at my mum or my nana, one of them anyway, drank like a crap load of castor oil on one of their pregnancies and just got like really bad diarrhea, nausea, everything like that. So I never did that, but I did take evening primrose oil capsules. That was just something, again, that I read a lot of people being like, do it. So did it. Those were all the main things. Like on my last pregnancy, I wasn't very stressed at all because I was kind of at home a lot all day. We were in the middle of lockdowns, as you all might remember from 2020, and I was pretty relaxed and calm because I was trying to keep a lot of what was going on in the world outside of my bubble and just to focus on nesting and building a nice little area and stuff for me and the baby and everything. This time round, there's a lot more stress going on with house stuff and having a toddler, and my husband flies long haul, so I juggle most of the looking after the child and cleaning the house and all that kind of stuff, and I'm just learned how to drive, so I'm practicing driving, and there is a lot more stressy things. But I'm just taking this like really, really seriously because it worked last time. And I am so big this pregnancy. Like I don't want to go longer than 39, 40 weeks. I really don't. So I'm going to do all this. Let's see if it works this time. Let's get sharing our labour experiences down in the comments. And also let's all get sex toy discounts, because we deserve the pleasure, ladies, and we deserve to make those savings. So thank you for watching. I will be back in another video very, very soon. Cannot believe I'm going to have 2 children within a few weeks. Oh my God. Sometimes I'm like, am I a mammy? Am I a mammy? Do I look like a mammy? I don't know if I feel like a mammy when I'm with my son. And then when I'm not with him, I'm like, oh, remember all those things I used to love doing? Anyway, farewell. Mwah. Thanks for watching, and chat to me down in the comments.